Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. The NBA could see another big trade after the season. It was reported today that Nikola Jokic is upset with the Nuggets and will ask for a trade. Logically, for any deal with the Denver Nuggets, the Lakers would have to give up Austin Reeves, first-round picks and a few other players: Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, Gabe Vincent, Dalton Knecht, a 2031 first-round pick and a 2028 first-round pick swap to the Nuggets for Jokic. Nikola Jokic has already stated that he wants to play with his friend Luka Doncic, and this could be the Lakers' opportunity to create the best duo in the NBA. Luka Doncic and Nikola Jokic, even if they lose Austin Reeves, this is part of the deal for the Lakers to win some championships with Jokic and Doncic. The two Eastern Europeans have made humorous comments about wanting to play together in the past. And now LA Lakers fans are dreaming that Malone's dismissal will make Nikola Jokic reconsider his own future. The Los Angeles Lakers are gearing up for what could be a great playoff run. At 48-30, they're the number 3 team in the Western Conference and would currently play the Golden State Warriors in round 1 of the NBA playoffs if the season ended today. To some, it may come as a surprise after the Lakers' lackluster start to the season. At 12-11, they were the number 10 seed, but quickly shot up the standings. Lakers fans already dreaming. The Denver Nuggets shocked the NBA on Tuesday when they announced they were dismissing head coach Mike Malone with just 3 games remaining in the regular season. They didn't stop there, however, as the Nuggets also announced they were also firing general manager Calvin Booth. The Nuggets are currently the number 4 seed in the West, but are tied with 4 other teams in the loss column with 32. The Lakers are no strangers to shocking the league. They did exactly that when they announced they would be trading Anthony Davis to the Dallas Mavericks for Luka Doncic. "Jokic doesn't deserve this," said one fan. "He should request a trade to the Los Angeles Lakers as a response." It remains to be seen what Nuggets star center Nikola Jokic thinks, but some Lakers fans have already started dreaming about the Serbian center joining forces with Doncic. Doncic and Jokic have an ongoing friendship, which was evident when they were at All-Star Weekend 2 years ago. Josiah Johnson, host of the Gills Arena podcast, even edited Jokic into a Lakers jersey beside Doncic. Both players are known for their outstanding basketball IQ, and if teamed up, they could instantly become the best duo in the NBA. Despite putting up the best numbers of his 3-time MVP career, averaging 30 points per game, 12.8 rebounds per game, and 10.2 assists per game, Jokic is not the favorite to take home the honors for a 4th time this season. Ranking the Lakers' potential first-round playoff opponents from easiest to hardest. The Lakers have clinched a spot in the postseason, but who they will face is much less certain. The Los Angeles Lakers are well into the home stretch of the 2024-25 NBA regular season campaign as LeBron James, Luka Doncic, and company look to secure the most favorable seed possible in the always competitive Western Conference playoff race. With 4 regular season games remaining, Los Angeles largely controls its own destiny as the Lakers will only need to win 2 of their final 4 matchups to secure the number 3 seed in the West. However, if Los Angeles stumbled down the stretch, the possibility is there for the Lakers to fall as far as the number 8 seed, which makes their potential postseason opponents as up in the air as anyone's right now. While this scenario can certainly play out a number of different ways, the threat level from the teams currently lumped together with Los Angeles in the standings could provide some very intriguing opening round matchups. From the easiest matchup to the most difficult, here are the possible playoff opponents for the purple and gold. 1. Memphis Grizzlies. The Grizzlies stunned the sports world when they fired Taylor Jenkins just weeks before the end of the regular season, despite the fact that Memphis had, largely, played very solid basketball under his watch. With this team seemingly setting its sights on next season and life after Jenkins, it is hard to envision them being much of a factor in a series against the Lakers. 2. Minnesota Timberwolves. The Minnesota Timberwolves have a bona fide star on their hands in Anthony Edwards, making them a threat to Los Angeles or any other team in the first round. With that being said, Edwards has shown that immaturity can still be an issue at times, as his quote on not wanting to pass the ball all night long despite the fact he is facing double teams more frequently is enough to raise an eyebrow or two when it comes to their chances of knocking off the Lakers. 3. Los Angeles Clippers. If we were to see a battle of Los Angeles in the first round, the Lakers better hope they own home court advantage in that matchup. The Clippers have been fantastic all year long at their new state-of-the-art arena, owning a record of 28-11 at the Intuit Dome. However, things change when they take their show on the road as James Harden, Kawhi Leonard and company are a less impressive 18-21 away from home. In a matchup that wouldn't be hurting for star power, home court advantage could be the difference. 4. Golden State Warriors. The Warriors have looked like a different team since acquiring Jimmy Butler at the trade deadline, and they appear to be hitting their stride at the right time as our focus shifts to the chase for the Larry O'Brien Trophy. The Warriors are a stellar 18-4 across 22 games in which Butler, Stephen Curry, and Draymond Green have suited up. Facing a hot team with the greatest shooter of all time is a scenario that the Lakers would likely hope to avoid in the first round. 5. Denver Nuggets. When you have Nikola Jokic on the opposing roster, the odds of advancing out of a 7-game series become slightly more difficult. While the Nuggets were not as dominant throughout the regular season as we have seen in recent years, this is a battle-tested group that will be ready for whoever they face to open the playoffs. Add the fact that they play at a higher elevation than any other team in the league and their home court advantage is as tough as they come. Lakers nominated for worst trade deadline move. The Ringer's Bill Simmons nominated the Los Angeles Lakers rescinded Mark Williams trade as the worst trade deadline move. The Mark Williams trade, when you have Luka, Doncic, and you have this chance in the West, for the Lakers to do that trade and then to back out of it, and then just kind of get nothing, and now it's unquestionably gonna haunt them in the playoffs that they don't have a center, Simmons said on his podcast, Bill Simmons on April 6. I have to nominate that as the worst deadline move, the Williams cancellation trade. The Lakers only have Jackson Hayes as their legitimate center on the roster. But Hayes, who is averaging 8.4 points, 5.8 rebounds, and 1.2 assists after the trade deadline, is a backup center at best. Lakers coach J.J. Redick has moved away from Hayes in critical moments, often using LeBron James as center in a small ball lineup. It worked when they took down the Memphis Grizzlies and Houston Rockets to cap a 9-8 record in March. But relying on 40-year-old James to play center in a 7-game series is asking too much. How much more to win 4 series in the playoffs? The Lakers originally traded for Williams to become Doncic's vertical lob threat partner. They gave up a hefty package consisting of number 17 pick Dalton Knecht, Cam Reddish, who was later waived, a 2031 unprotected first-round pick and a 2030 pick swap. But they had a change of heart following Williams' physical and rescinded the trade. Williams' physical with the Lakers showed multiple issues, ESPN's Shams Charania reported on February 8. Charania added the issues were not related to the back injury that limited Williams to 19 games last season. Since the rescinded trade, Williams has appeared in 19 games in his return to Charlotte. The 7-foot, 243-pound big man averaged 15.5 points on 65.4% shooting from the field, 10.9 rebounds, 2.5 assists and 1.3 blocks. Williams, 23, was adamant the Lakers did him wrong. I didn't think I had failed my physical, Williams told Charlotte Observer on February 20. That didn't even cross my mind. The night I got traded I played hella minutes. I didn't think in any world that was possible. Since I've been back since the start of the year, I've played games with a lot of minutes. I feel like every injury I've had has been well documented and I've recovered and been 100% since. The Lakers will have plenty of center options this summer. Indiana Pacers Miles Turner and Atlanta Hawks Clint Capella are the top candidates who are linked to the Lakers. But Turner is predicted to return to Indiana while there is still no clear timetable for Capella's return next season after he was ruled out for the remainder of this season with a ligament injury in the fourth metacarpal of his left hand. The Lakers will also have other options such as unrestricted free agents Brook Lopez, Al Horford and Kevin Looney. But none of them are as youthful and as athletic as Williams. Rob Pelinka wasn't concerned about Austin Reeves' fit with LeBron James and Luka Doncic. When Rob Pelinka completed a blockbuster deal for Luka Doncic, he had to try to put together a roster that made sense on the fly before the annual trade deadline. Many people suggested trading Austin Reeves as his fit with the team became less clear now that the Lakers had two ball-dominant players in Doncic and LeBron James and were in dire need of a center to replace Anthony Davis. The Lakers stood pat though, and in a recent interview with Dave McMenamin of ESPN, Pelinka revealed that he thought about Reeves before making the trade given his importance to the organization. In the month-long process of the Luka Doncic trade discussions, of course, you're thinking about the players you may possibly have to trade in a deal like that. AD and Max Christie, Rob Pelinka, Lakers vice president of basketball operations and general manager, told ESPN. But, one of the people I was thinking of the most in my head was just AR, because I knew how close he had gotten to Max and AD, and I knew bringing in another primary ball handler would have implications for him. Since the trade, Reeves has not only shown that he can fit with Doncic and James, but he has taken his game to a higher level with the other two stars even often deferring to him. Despite all three preferring to operate with the ball in their hands, they have all made sacrifices and the team is reaping the benefits because of it. Before deciding to follow through with making the trade, how Reeves would fit was not a concern for Pelinka. My theory is basketball geniuses that love to win find ways to work and click together, Pelinka said. And we knew LeBron was a basketball savant, wants to win at the highest level. Obviously Luka Doncic, basketball savant, wants to win at the highest level. And AR is coming into his own there. He gets the game, he sees it. He can fit, really, with anybody. Pelinka appeared to have made the right bet as Reeves and Doncic are looking like a backcourt that he can build around for years to come. As the playoffs approach, Reeves has become the ultimate X-factor for this Lakers team, as there really is no telling how high of a level he can reach with the recent strides he has made playing with Doncic and James.